Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and we got in front of us a Tamiya Bigwig. No, this one is not mine. I'll get into the story about how it ended up on my bench, but a lot to get into, and hopefully I don't lose you along the way. I do not know a whole lot about the Bigwigs. I always thought they were pretty cool, but like I said, this one is not mine. A couple of weeks ago, my boss sent me a link to a local Facebook Marketplace post. Somebody had a few boxes of old RC stuff they had posted for $50, and there was only one picture, and it was top down looking at the contents of the one box. And this car was in there, and there was another RC vehicle in there as well. But I couldn't even zoom in enough to tell if it was a Bigwig. I thought maybe it was some kind of a Panda RC or something, but I was interested enough that I said, yeah, for $50, I'd definitely take a chance on that. And he had said to me that his brother-in-law wanted to pick up this lot because he believes that this car here, was the same one that he remembered that his father had when he was a kid, and his dad would let him drive this car around. So this guy thought that it would be cool to pick this up, get it running, and I thought the story was to give it to his dad. Long story short, my boss gets back to me a couple days later and says, funny story, this listing was by his brother-in-law's brother. So this is actually this guy's father's old car. But the story he told me was this guy wanted to get this car and get it back into running shape so that he now can enjoy it with his son. So he said he was going to pick it up. He just wanted this car, and everything else he said I could have. But he wants me to get this one running. Like I said, I do not know a lot about the Bigwig, and I'll run down the few bits that I do know. The car was released in 1986. It is a one-off chassis. There are no other cars, at least from what I see, that run this chassis. The rear gearbox is that of a Boomerang, but everything in front of that is special to this one car. And this car was released in 1986 as a celebration of Tamiya 10 years in the radio-controlled hobby. At least that's what I'm seeing. I know in 2017 they did a re-release of this car, and I really wish I had jumped on and gotten one of these because they are quite a unique RC car. But I didn't, and hopefully at some point down the line Tamiya will do another re-release, and I will most assuredly grab one of these. So like I said, there were 3 boxes. There's another car, and I think if everybody's interested enough, I'll do a second video showing what else came in the other boxes, but this video is going to be specific to the Bigwig. My project to get this car running again. The box that this car was in an old beef shipping box that would get sent out to supermarkets for meat cutters at the grocery stores to cut, and the pack date on that box was from 1997. So that was from God, 3 years after I graduated high school. Do the math, that's a long time. That's like 27 years. So that's a probability of how long this car has sat. I mean, it is dirty. It is really filthy. Just bringing this into the house to do the video on it, my hands got pretty dirty. Overall, the car seems in relatively good shape for how old it is and how long it's been sitting. Tires look like they are pretty much shot. We can tell, but the tires are just these flat spots are not going to come out. They're pretty hard. They're just spinning on the wheels. And so I do believe, and you Tamiya experts out there that may be watching this, feel free in the comments to let me know everything you can about this car. But I do believe hotshot tires and wheels will fit this car. And I see printed on these wheel discs are Mooncraft, and I do believe that has something to do with the guy who designed this car worked for Mooncraft. That's, I think. But yeah, I mean, the body's got a couple few cracks here and there, but overall for the age, doesn't seem too shabby. And again, my task is to get this car running again, and it's going to be treated as a runner from my understanding, so I'm not going to go crazy. I know maybe Team Blue Groove or something like that has bodies. I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to clean up what's here the best I can and try to keep things as original as possible. And hopefully when this is given back to the owner, hopefully it'll just be a, a light runner is my hope. But one of the things that intrigued me is, see here, that front bumper is, yeah, we got our work cut out. But one thing I did like was the gearboxes appear to be pretty darn smooth to me. That's a plus. Yeah, this thing is dirty. It is definitely going to take some doing. But this does come with a radio too. It's an old Airtronics 27 megahertz controller. Batteries are still in it. They're all corroded. The antenna is missing off of the radio. So this is going to get a 2.4 gigahertz upgrade. It's going to get modern day ESC. Because what's in here looks to be in pretty rough shape. Yellow CVA shocks, and quite a unique setup for the steering, like an actual steering rack. You know, don't know a whole lot about it. If that original servo is in good working order, I will probably just leave that. But overall, this car is going to get dismantled and hopefully put back together in one nice running piece. It's just going to get taken apart and get a deep clean. This thing looks and smells like it's been sitting in a box in a barn for many, many years. And, you know, there's still a hump pack. I'm sure it's probably a NiCad battery in there. And this car obviously saw a lot of playing time, but from what I'm seeing, at least initially, it doesn't look to be any sort of cracks or anything like that going on. Seems to be in pretty darn good shape other than that this front bumper piece, but we are missing a screw here that I assume is going to hold that in. So lots of hardcore cleaning, hopefully, other than, you know, electronics and such. A shock rebuild, hopefully things will go well. And new tires, I'm hoping... Again, I thought that I saw that the Hot Shot tires are a fit for this, and it would be cool to keep these original wheels on here, like I said, just because they say Mooncraft on it. Try to clean those up. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But yeah, a really cool car, really cool time capsule from 1986, and I can't tell, I am not a Tamiya expert whatsoever. I know on my community post, somebody, it might have been Uncle Bob, I'm not sure, said, you know, if that has the Technigold motor in it, and to be honest with you guys, I can't tell right now. It might be, might not be, I don't know. And this might also, depending on the state of that motor, this may get a new motor as well. So that's going to do it for the car, and I probably won't do another video on this car until it is done and ready to go back to its owner. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, any information on this car that you might have, and let me know if you want to see in another video the contents of the other box. The other car is not a Tamiya, but it is an old one, and included in one of the boxes were some papers that, I don't know, might be interesting for some of you guys to take a look at. They're just old Tamiya pamphlets. These here, all different kinds of things you used to be able to order back in the day with the Tamiya label on them. T-shirts, bags, decals, flags, pencils, aprons, hats, just a lot of vintage goodness in these boxes. This here is just a Tamiya pamphlet paint color charts, paint markers. Tamiya radio control spare parts list. Man, this stuff is old, very, very old. Look at here, some of those old Tamiya bodies. Super Shot, Mitsubishi Pajero, the Toyota Tom's car. Oh, man, a lot of good old stuff. Some of us old guys could go back and be kids again, right? Except we'd be kids and we wouldn't have any money anyways. RC Lecture by Moko Chan. This is just in a kid's cartoony kind of way, showing you how the electronics and the batteries in the car works. Kind of interesting there. This here is a list of Tamiya models that available back in the day. Wild One, Fox, Hot Shot, Super Shot. And you've got some of your Indy on-road cars. Bigwig at the bottom. Blackfoot. Grasshopper. My all-time favorite, the Hornet. Fast attack vehicle, which I hear is coming back. If that's the case, no matter what, I'm going to get my hands on one of those. And that I'd love to get the Hornet Revo as well. But there's the Frog, the Pajero, the Wild Willie, Subaru Brat, the Bruiser, the Boomerang, and the Falcon. This is just talking cautions about when changing motors and charging NiCad packs. And this here is an old MRC Model Rectifier Corporation list of parts for all sorts of these look like they're spread across many models. Unfortunately, no original owner's manual for this car, but I thought some of you guys might like a quick thumb through of some very old literature from the hobby from back in the day. So yeah, this is my project, and a lot of you guys I watch, you're really good. You got multiple projects going on at once. I wish I could be like that, but I'm not. I can only seem to stay focused on one project at a time, and I got to see it through before I can get started on something. And as y'all know, I've got that awesome Nova Fox from Uncle Bob to build. I actually picked up paint for that today. And I've still got the MF-01X to build, but that's going to go on the back burner because the Nova Fox will take precedent. But I feel like I need to get this done first. The other vehicle that came in this lot I'm viewing is possibly a wintertime project, as I'm looking to hopefully keep that one all original. So yeah, guys, if you have comments and knowledge to share with me on this car, I would gladly take them down in the comments section. If you are still here almost 14 minutes into the video, you guys are heroes for sitting there listening to my voice for that long. With that being said, guys, this is going to wrap this one up. Thanks, as always, for taking some time out of your day to check out my videos. Till the next one, everyone, stay safe, and we'll see you around.